Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. Today is Friday, and we're going to do a special challenge. This is going to be a different challenge than I normally do. It's my cover challenge, where I'm going to ask you to find 10 signed comics. Okay, so this is a comic challenge that's a little different, and it's more about not necessarily the comic itself, but more about the signing, who you got signed to sign the comic. Um, and that's really what the theme of this is going to be. And if it's on a cool comic, that's bonus. Um, there's an extra bonus, extra credit points if you can show it in a slab that is a gold label. So that's the extra bonus. If you can get like 10 gold labels, that would be really cool. I tried to pull out 10 gold labels from my collection. I don't really have that many. So basically, you're seeing my whole entire signed, certified collection. I actually have a couple more, but they are not gold labels as well. So, but the ones I chose, I think will be interesting, and hopefully, you'll enjoy it. So this is the challenge. Last week, we I did a challenge as well, and the winner was my Betty Page. It's like a bikini. You got to check it out. It's the bikini edition of this challenge. It was last week, and it was like hashtag bikini covers. And some people actually responded, and they did some pretty great videos. Like Black Box, Silver, and Bronze did a pretty great video about bikini covers. I was surprised that he had so many in his collection. But yeah, so definitely check out his video. And you can check out last week's video. The winner was my Betty Page comic. Speaking of Betty Page, the first one for this week is one that you'll actually see in a future unboxing. I'm playing the unboxing video after I actually show the comic, but it's this one right here. And actually, when I bought this, you'll see in my like kind of my comic haul video, I was a bit confused. I actually thought it was a different comic in a way, and I'll explain. So this is Betty Page #1, and I'm gonna take it out of the plastic so you can see it a bit better. So it's a really great cover. You got the Betty Page looking a little bit shocked, and you got the photographer in the background, and somebody's entered in and says, "Wow." So this is actually an homage to Dave Stevens. He actually did this same kind of pose where he is in the picture as well. I actually think that this might be Dave Stevens. I'm not sure if Dave Stevens was putting himself into the picture, but this is not done by Dave Stevens. This is done by Terry Dobson and or Dodson. So Terry Dodson did the cover for this one, and it's signed by Terry Dodson right here. And I just really like the comic itself. Like I just love the good girl art, Betty Page stuff. And I like the signature placement. It is just in such a great spot. It's not interfering with the artwork. It's just really, really great. So this is my first one that I'm going to show you. And this is a CBCS gold label. And it's 9.8. So it's nice high grade too. Okay. Sticking with CBCS gold labels. This one I really liked. And I got such a great deal on it. So this is Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #1, first print too, and it's signed by a couple of people. It's signed by Erica Henderson and Ryan North, who did basically the artwork for this, and they actually did there's like a little sketch drawing there too. I thought that was kind of nice. So the interesting thing about this one was it was up for auction on eBay like a couple of years ago. I picked it up, and nobody bid on it. I won it for the entry price, which was $20. So I paid less than probably the person that bought this, got this slab originally. So I thought that was really awesome. A really good deal for me. I feel kind of bad for the person that sold it, but they honored the deal. It was $20. and just a really great comic to get. Just like, I love these Squirrel Girl ones. I think Squirrel Girl is such a funny character. So it's yeah, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #1 from 2017. Okay, the next one is one that I got from one of my viewers. I bought it from one of my viewers, and this was actually on my 2022 list of books that I really, really wanted to get this year. Um, and it's Captain Britain #1. Now, the reason this is not maybe higher up on my list, because it is a great comic. I really, really love this comic. It includes the free mask. It is just a really great comic. It's the first appearance of Captain Britain. And I actually like the signature placement. It's in a good spot. It's not interfering again with the artwork. I'm not super, you know, um, you know, like I'm not that big of a Captain Britain fan. I think the character's cool and all, but it's not one that I really, it's not as high on the list as some of the other ones that I think I like better. That's all. So that's really, it's a great comic. I don't like. I feel like I'm talking down to a comic that I really, really love. It's really weird. So, but this is signed by Chris Claremont. So it's a great, it's just a, great one to have, great signature to have. Just so Chris Claremont wrote the story for this, and it's just and Larry Lieber did the artwork for it. So just really cool to have like one of these kind of, to me, like one of these premium writers, creators for Marvel, and to have his signature is kind of great. So that's number 3 or number 8, going backwards. The next one, you'll probably wonder, why is this higher than the other one? Well, this one I really like too, and you'll see this in that future unboxing, is Critters #3. Now, this is not like an amazing comic that's super valuable or anything special about the comic, but it is cool because it's a Usagi Yojimbo. I like I like Usagi Yojimbo, and it's a really cool little sketch. I like the little sketches. I love the little sketches, like when they do it. And again, I'm really keen on comics that have good placement for the signature. So the signature is right here. It's signed by Stan Sakai, who's the creator of Usagi Yojimbo. So it's just a really great placement, and it's great to have this, early cover appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. So this is number 7 on my list. Critters #3 from 1986. Just a really great book. It's not the highest of grades. It's like a 9.4, but it's still pretty good. Okay, now we're getting into my more sexy versions, sexy comics. I like my good girls or bad girls in this case. And I really like Dan Mendoza as an artist. I really enjoy his work. I've met him actually at conventions, and he's a really great guy. I really enjoyed talking with him. And there was this comic I bought later after meeting, not from him, but at a, like, it was on sale at my comic shop. And it was like one of those auctions, and I just got it in a really good bid. So it's this one, Lady Death, Malevolent Decimation, #1 from 2021. And it's just it's almost requiring finger censoring. It's signed by Dan Polito, because he's the creator of Lady Death. So this is Dan Mendoza art, and he is he's the artist here, and it's his style. But the character is Lady Death, who is Brian Polito's creation, and it has like also with it a Brian Polito kind of certificate of authenticity. So he now runs Coffin Comics, I believe. And it's just great. And it's a 10-0. It's just really cool comic to get. So this is like the next one on the list. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm a big fan of these kind of sexy good girl art kind of covers. Well, in this case, a bad girl. Speaking of sexy covers, this is one of my favorite Archie covers. Like maybe like it's battling between this one and my the one that's up there, my Archie number 50. I really love this one though. This is Archie, Afterlife of Archie number 1. It's the variant issue done by Andrew Papoy. And it's just a really great, I just love it. I just love the greens. I love the zombies. I love the lingerie. I just think it's just such a great cover. And again, really great placement for the signature. It's like just sort of subtly there. And I think that's really cool. It's actually got a double signature. And it is signed by the artist, who's Andrew Papoy, and the writer, I believe. Different. No, I'm wrong about that. It's signed by Francisco Francavilla, who is the interior artist. So that's kind of cool. So just a really great cover. I really like it. You got Betty kind of being sexy and having all these zombies attacking her. So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so and it's I really like having those artists that I actually collect his artwork, and if it's an artist that I really like, I want to collect their artwork, and I want to get something where it is a signed copy, just because it's that extra level of connection to that artist. So I really enjoy that part of it. Speaking of artists that I really like, and I've been a fan of this guy for a long, long time, is and the funny thing is I can never say his name properly. that's the funny thing. Sergio Aragonés. I can never say his name very well, but I really do appreciate him as an artist. And this is just a really great comic / again, just a great signature. It's like really well placed along the side here. Just really well done. And it's a great comic. This is the first appearance of Shakal, and it's just a really great comic to have that artist's signature. To me, this is one of the best comics from Gru, the run of Gru, and it's just a really cool signature to have because I am a big fan of his artwork and stories. So I'm a big Gru fan. Okay. So next is another artist that I really, really like. And I was super happy to get this one. And I'm going to actually show two comics from the same, with two signatures from the same artist. Two comics with the same signature. And to me, he's one of the pinnacle artists of the maybe Bronze Age. And it is Neil Adams, sorry, Dave. Neil Adams. And this is Detective Comics 400. It's the first appearance of Man-Bat. And this is kind of interesting. And the reason I have this, where I'm just trying to find, I think the signature, yeah, it's a little hard to see right here. And again, I love when artists, they appreciate their own artwork, so they don't cover it up and they do a signature where it's well placed. I think that's really awesome. So it's a little hard to see because it is in that gold, but I think it's really great. So this is Neil Adams. This is the first appearance of Man-Bat, kind of a cool character. It's just really nice to have Neil Adams' signature. I was super excited when I won this. I got this from Heritage. Just a really great comic to get. And just to get it signed by Neil Adams is really cool. So I was in sort of a phase where I'd collect Neil Adams stuff. And so I got that one. And then I also won at the same time another auction with Neil Adams signing. And it's this one. I actually got this on Heritage as well. Um, and it's Green Lantern 87. And again, he signed it really nicely at the bottom here. So it's again not interfering with the artwork, which I like. And it's the first appearance of John Stewart. That's the guy right there. So that's kind of cool too. So it's like I like these ones where not only is it a cool signing, cool artist, cool person to get signed, but it's a first appearance. It's kind of a major key. And the funny thing about this was I got it for such a great price. So when the auction was going on Heritage, I always check how does it compare to something I could buy on eBay. And sometimes I forget to check and then I overpay. You know, I buy something where I could have gotten it cheaper on eBay. But this case, I checked, you know, what were similar grades and comics going for this one on eBay, and they were without the signature. They were going for higher. So I was like, oh, okay, that's a no-brainer. Get a gold label, signed copy, and at a good price. So I was quite happy to get that. I believe I paid like $400 for it. So I thought that was a really great price. So that's a little extra reason why that one's special, because I you know, whenever you get something and you know you got a really good deal, it kind of has that extra little, I don't know, something special to me. I don't. It's kind of weird. I'm weird that way. I really enjoy that little bit of extra special deal. Okay, so the last one, and I think it's because of the book. It's because of the person who signed it that this one has extra special meaning to me. Like none of these books, none of them I actually witnessed being signed. Like I have signings from on other comics where I actually witnessed the signature, but these ones were ones that I just unfortunately didn't get to didn't get to witness, because I would have loved to witness this one. And this is Fantastic Four #2. And this is the first appearance of the Skrulls, by the way. Now, this is an interesting one because this is it's one of those ones where back in the day, I hated when people would sign comics on the cover. And the reason I hated it was often for the very reason that I explained. People would sign right across the artwork. They'd do this big thing and it would ruin the artwork, and it would drive me nuts. I hated that. So what I would do is if I would ever get a signing, I'd always get it on the inside cover. And that's what this person did. They got it signed on the inside cover. So you can't actually see the signature. But I want to tell you who it is. It is Stan Lee's signature. And I think that Stan Lee, to me, is kind of the man of comics, the king of comics in my mind. You know, he's associated with really bringing Marvel to the forefront. And, you know, to have it on like such a key book, and in a way to my older self where I actually appreciate it on the inside, I think it's really interesting. So this to me is a very extra special gold label book. It does say it. Like I'll read what it says. Verified signature Stan Lee on first page. So yeah. So I think that's kind of cool. I just really like this book. So this one is definitely one that is #1 on my list for cool signatures. It's a little disappointing. You're probably like people watching this video would probably say, oh, this is not the best because it's not on the cover. But to me, there's that, I don't know. I really like Stan Lee. I didn't meet him, but I saw him speaking once at a convention. and I was really close to him. I got really close, but yeah, I wish I had met him and got a signed thing, but this is as close as I get to that. So I was quite happy to get this book in my collection. So those were my top 10 signed or gold label books. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a challenge video. So now if you want to participate in this challenge and you can show your top 10, you don't have to have it in a like actual like book, like a gold label. You can just show it as a raw comic. I don't mind. I'm just like, it's just for fun. But this is, if you want to join in on this challenge, what you can do is you can use the hashtag, and I'll use it in the title. It's signed covers. Okay, so hashtag signed covers, and you can participate in this challenge. You'll get at least one view because I will check it out. I always watch all the challenge videos when people do response videos to them. I really enjoy it. I love seeing what other people have gotten in their collections. I end up buying some of the stuff that that people post out because they have some really good responses to my challenges. So I love seeing that. So use the hashtag signed covers in your title, and you can take part in this little challenge, and it's just fun. It's just like, showing what, show and tell basically. So please leave a comment below. Which did you like of these ones the best? I will post a poll as well. So you can check out the poll and you can vote for which one you thought was the best. And again, thanks for watching. Bye for now.